Okay, so for my two viral campaigns, I chose Dove Real Beauty Sketches and the JK Wedding Entrance Dance. So just gonna go through first the Dove Real Beauty Sketch campaign. So this was an advertisement from Dove. Dove is a company that provides skincare, deodorants, shampoo, conditioner, and soap. It is known for advertising commercials that do not feature models, but rather average, everyday women. Commercials are made to emphasize a woman's natural beauty rather than creating a standard of perfection. Dove's Real Beauty Sketches are one of the several commercials they have created to show that women are all beautiful, no matter their size, height, and imperfections. The Real Beauty Sketches commercial is a social experiment to inspire all women around the world that they are more beautiful than they think. So here is a video showing of the Dove Real Beauty Sketches. Basically, the introduction tells you that women are their own worst beauty critiques. In fact, only 4% of women around the world consider themselves beautiful, and Dove is committed to building positive self-esteem and inspiring all women and girls to reach their full potential. So that's why they decided to conduct this compelling social experiment that proves women something very important. You're more beautiful than you think. So this commercial takes place in an open space studio in which an experienced FBI forensics artist, Dove basically randomly selects average women off the street, and they have them come into the studio and they have them describe what they look like to the FBI forensics artist, and then he does a sketch based on their description. So the women sit behind a curtain. The FBI forensics can't see their face. They describe what they look like. They'll say, I have a round forehead, or I have a long chin. And then after they're done with that, they leave, and then another woman takes their place. And the second woman who takes their place is going to describe what they look like to the forensics artist. So you have this other woman describing from their perspective of what the first woman looked like. And the result is that the women who described themselves first gave the forensic artist a view of who they think they look like, while the second woman who came after them also described what the other woman looked like. So you have this first woman who may have described themselves as less attractive, but the second woman came in and they described this person as being more attractive than they think. So as a result, it proved to women that we do not give ourselves enough credit for being attractive. This campaign was shown on TV. It was also advertised on YouTube, and it was also shared on Twitter and Facebook. And it was proclaimed by the Huffington Post as being one of the more powerful commercials out there. The video has more than 55 million views on YouTube as of date, and according to an article published in Fast Company, the campaign has inspired commentary in tons of outlets, including the New York Times, ABC News, and the Huffington Post, where a positive piece about the campaign has been shared almost 40,000 times on Facebook. And also, like most viral videos, there's also parodies that were created around it, one that showed men instead of women. The success of the campaign, I think it sums it up from this viewer's perspective. She goes on and says, I think it went viral because it moves you, because it makes you think, because it's based on true insight. Most ads today don't evoke any clear emotion. They just communicate a particular product or service benefit. We wanted to do something really emotional. Most women cry when they watch it, but not only women, men too, because they think about their mothers, sisters, and daughters. I myself cried several times. We knew we had something good in our hands, but yes, we are a little surprised by how fast it went viral. We love it when something we do gets talked about beyond advertising, trade publications, by magazines like Fast Company. To correct, this is actually not from a viewer's perspective. This is from a producer's perspective who did create this, and it looked like it was a very successful campaign because it did touch a lot of women. And here's some quotes I took from If It Doesn't Spread, It's Dead. I chose consumers help to produce meaning around advertisement. They help to spread messages. I think this had a huge meaning for consumers out there. That's why they could relate to it. So that's why it went viral. Also, consumers as individuals who are motivated by personal desires and goals engage in an ongoing enterprise of self-creation rather than as parts of larger social networks and cultural communities. I think that the reason why this went viral is because people saw themselves as this person. It wasn't driven by anything based on popularity, but mostly because of they could relate to what the commercial had to offer, what the campaign had to offer. Nothing spreads widely in a new digital economy unless it engages and serves the interests of both consumers and producers. I think it does definitely engage both producers and consumers based on how powerful the message was and how it really served on finding the true ideal of beauty. And human beings are and always have been diversely motivated beings. We act instrumentally, but also non-instrumentally. We act for material gain, but also for psychological well-being and gratification and social connectedness. I think this explains it all. You know, as human beings, we like to be connected to what we're watching. And as far as this video goes, it really did reach out to a mass audience out there, to women, to girls, to even families. So I think this is why it became viral. My second video is the JK wedding entrance dance, which is a huge YouTube hit. It's basically a wedding video in which the bridal party, including the bride and the groom, dance their way to the altar in a choreographed dance number to the song Forever by Chris Brown. It was created back in 2009. It's called JK Wedding Entrance Dance on YouTube. So basically it starts out with just another boring ceremony until the music is turned up, and then they're playing Chris Brown's Forever, and then the groomsman and bridesmaid starts dancing to the guests' complete surprise. The bridal party gets really into it. They do dance moves. This one, the groomsman even does a stand-up walk down the altar. And then later on, the groom joins the whole bridal party and they continue dancing in front of the altar. And then after that, to the very last end of the song, the bride comes in and she dances her way to the altar as well. So this is very popular. It garnered over 12 million views in just a few weeks. Currently, it has more than 81 million views on YouTube now. And even the Today Show got attention from it because they recreated a dance video. And this is a quote I got from If It Doesn't Spread, It's Dead. Anything you think is cool enough to send to your friends that's viral. Later in the same exchange, she suggested viral just by definition is something that gets passed around by people. I think the reason why this was so viral is because people just found it entertaining. They found it unique. They thought it was funny. Typical weddings just include boring music and walking down the aisle. This was something different. So I think that's why people were sending it to their family and their friends, especially. This is something that was unique to me as part of my community. Since I am part of the bride community, I thought this was a great way for me to express what's out there in the community as far as what viral videos are going on and what's popular around the community that I'm in. So this worked out for me as well. The rise to spreadable media content serves the interest of this diversification and localization process. Being able to bring meaningful media content into their spaces allow these niche communities to better customize it to their needs. And like what I said before, since I'm part of the bride community, this is something meaningful to me and meaningful to people who are in my community, because they see this as something that can relate to them or might be something that may be beneficial to their needs. So when something is meaningful to a community, it tends to become viral because I think that it touches on so many points. And that's it for my viral videos of this week. Thanks.